DJI have just launched their latest gimbal for professionals, the RS4 and the RS4 Pro. Have they set a new industry standard? And this is the RS4 Pro, and it's big. Now with the RS4 Pro, you can get a whole bunch of accessories, which we haven't got time to cover in this video. That will be in future videos. But today we're going to go through all the setup, the buttons, LCD screen, and the app, and to see how well that all works. Now, we had a property video production scheduled, so we thought, let's take the Pro out and put it through its paces. So I balanced the gimbal last night with the 24-105 lens on it to try it out with my heavier lens, and I'm thinking actually I want to use the 1.4 G Master, and I'm going to get down to the site and then quickly rebalance the gimbal with a different lens on it. I know it's super quick and easy to do, so let's get to it. If you have pre-loved tech and you want to raise funds for your new gear, then head over to MPB and they'll give you cash for your kit. There's a link in the description below. Now to set this up, it's pretty straightforward. You've got these little buttons here that just push down. So you start with this one, click it on. I've obviously attached the plate already, and we just slide this into place here and twist the lock here, and then the first thing I'll do will be to release it at this joint here and balance it. Now you do have this nice little dial here to make micro adjustments. There's little teeth underneath here. I'm using in this mode, and to do this we just adjust this screw here, move this plate up and down here. Then I was going to turn this button here. This will do this axis. So just turn this and just slide it here. Then lastly, this axis here. So if we tilt it to the side, about right, it's not spinning around. Attach the support handle, and you'll notice these connection points here for various accessories. There's the same on the other side. They have the gold connectors there. Just slide that down, tighten that up. And I found if this angle is about the same as this angle, you'll be about right when you come to use it. And then you just hold down the on button. One of the things I've really liked about this is when you turn it off, it just locks into place. Really nice feature when you're on a job and you're moving from room to room, or you're going for lunch, you just lock it down, and when you start it up, hold it down for a few seconds, boom, and that's it, you're up and running again. So once you've downloaded the RONIN app, you launch it, it will ask you to log into your DJI account and link up with your DJI RS4 Pro through the Bluetooth. So once you've done that, you'll usually find you need to do a firmware update. So just click update, the top right hand side. Now just looking at the different features here, at the bottom right hand side you've got status, and you've just got where you can pause the motor, you can put it in silent mode, you can disable the selfie mode so you don't have it spinning around when you don't want it to, and also you can have the demo mode on or off, and then you can do calibrations, and then you can look at the motor parameters, and so you can do fine tuning here, and you've got advanced mode as well, and that's where you do your auto tuning. So you've got balancing tutorials here, and there's little videos, and then you've got the LiDAR lens profile, and you can connect to the Raven Eye. But more interestingly, we've got the create. So if you go into create, and a couple of things that I want to particularly focus on here is the virtual joystick. So you can use this as a remote control. So you've got the speed of your pan, tilt and roll. So let's just put all three in the middle. And you've got your wheel here, so you can move it right and left, up and down, and then you can do the two together. And then you've got bottom right hand side is to recenter. That was a double tap. And then you can flick into photo mode or video mode, and you can actually use the red button at the bottom here to start recording or taking a photo. Now you can adjust this, so let's say you don't want it to tilt up and down. I can just put that at 0, and I don't want it to roll, so I'll put that at 0. So now whatever I do with the wheel, it'll only do the pan. And then I can make that a bit slower and smoother. So if I put it on 8, you can see it's very smoothly moving. Nice when you want to do much more cinematic maneuvers, and I can make it, let's put it up to 100%, and it moves really fast. Then the smoothness will just soften out, it'll dampen those maneuvers, so I can move those right down. Let's say put them nearer 7. Let's take the speed just to halfway, and when I go over, I want to change direction, and it just softly goes into that next maneuver, so it just dampens it out. All very cool. The one I particularly like is Force Mobile. So if you click on that, now to make this work, you actually have to toggle on enable Force Mobile, otherwise it won't work. And you've got the same features again. So let's just take the tilt and roll off, put the pan onto 100%, and then as I turn the phone right and left, the camera goes with it. I can recenter, double tap, and then let's go halfway, and you can look at the smoothness now. I've got it on 30% at the maximum. So it's a lot softer. If I take that smoothness off, see it's a lot jerkier. There's no dampening on there. So I like to have it nice and soft in the reaction, and then again we can put the pan and tilt and roll, so we can go, there we go, so we're in FPV mode. Now clearly that's going to take a little bit of practice, but as you saw in our demo, you could have someone being the director and the other person being the camera person. So the possibilities with this, with a little practice, are quite exciting. Now the other modes here is you've got panorama. To do panoramic shots, you can set the different parameters in here. You've got your time lapse. and tracking. So all of those we'll cover at another time. And there's a gaming control, so you could use a PS4 or Xbox controller to control this. If you want longer battery usage or just a nice big grip, which I found really good on a job, and it gave me nice size and height to the whole gimbal while I was using it. To fit this on, you flick the switch at the side here, and this will come away here and here. Then you just lock this down, and that's it. That's now fitted. So this is the on-off button. You just hold it down for a few seconds to fire up the gimbal. Just here you can see the buttons that adjust for the pan, tilt, follow, pan, follow, and the FPV mode. And you can see here where you can connect your accessories. This is where you've got the gimbal locks, and you see the other accessory attachment point here. And this is a nice secure way of locking the handle. And we just have the record button here, the mode and the joystick. As you can see, you just need to swipe up or down. And on the first one here, you have different ways of locking the gimbal, how long it takes till it does it automatically. So your Bluetooth connection to control your focus wheel, focus motor, and your general settings here. You can disable selfie mode, do the orbit, auto locking adjustments, many more. Silent mode, push mode, 3 different languages, and setting just different parameters. You can swipe up. This just tells you how you can balance the different pan, tilt, and roll axes if you want to do fine micro adjustments. And here you can do your fine auto tuning and calibrate the gimbal. This just tells me I'm in the pan follow mode, and this is set at the moment to medium movement, imagining my subject was moving at medium speed, but you might want a much more slower cinematic mode, fast, or you can just put in a custom setting. Swipe up again. You can adjust your joystick. At the moment I've got it on slow, so you can make nice smooth slow movements with the joystick, which I found really fantastic on the commercial shoot. But you can adjust these to medium fast or put in your own custom setting. And the dial, you can tell it what you want it to do, whether it's focusing or adjusting ISO, aperture, shutter, etc. And you can put in individual settings for that. Well, no surprises there. You can see I absolutely loved using this. I think it's an amazing piece of kit. They smashed it out in the park again. If you're interested in purchasing this, there's a link in the description below. If you want to see more videos on DJI, there's a playlist over here. If you want to see more videos on gimbals, there's a playlist over there. Please subscribe to the channel, show me the love, and hopefully I'll see you over there or there.